Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Set your intentions and say hi, Sammy. It is my spirit animal, and he's saying hi too. Thank you so much for joining us. Like on the way in, it gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. I could be saying you and meaning a person and meaning you. Take what resonates and leave the rest, my friends. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July for those who celebrate, baby. Independence Day, freedom. That could be significant to somebody. Let's see what happens here. Spirit, guides, and angels, everybody. It's like, give me a clear message for the collective, please. One that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. Okay, past, present, or future energy is always at play. Spirit, give me a message, please, for the overall collective. Thank you, Spirit. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Any other message? Oh my goodness, yes, Spirit. Aries, so fire sign. Alright, and you could have it in your chart too. You don't necessarily have to have it as predominant. Goodness, thank you, Spirit, on the floor. Future. So something's happening in the future. North Node is here. Capricorn is at the bottom of the deck. So specifically, Capricorn and Aries. What about this Capricorn and Aries, Spirit? Thank you. Hearth, the home. They could share a home together. In the future, they're going to share a home together. A rebirth is here. All right, so there's a rebirth of a connection between an Aries and a Capricorn. Future, home, rebirth. Okay. Let's see what happens. Spirit, give me a message. What happened in this connection that they need a rebirth, Spirit? Maybe they're looking for freedom, right? Independence. Maybe one of them or both are independent. Stubborn is what I'm hearing. Know your worth, okay? So one or both of them needed to know their worth. Bottom of the deck, lack of trust, lost everything. I need you is here, so one or the other is saying that. They were undecided, okay? Making a choice is here as well. Somebody's healing generational curses, and somebody had lots of options, but now Miss Independent. There you go. Maybe they were friends. Creative. One or both could be creative. Reconciliation is here. Okay. So independence is the name of the game. So somebody is independent. Somebody needed to know their worth. Maybe that's where that freedom came in, where they needed to separate in order to know their worth, in order for them to become independent. Maybe they were codependent. Maybe that was their journey, right? They had to break a generational curse of codependency on people, on a relationship, maybe depending on a relationship in order for them to have worth, right? This person needed to separate, possibly for this earth sign, this Capricorn, or flip the roles, the Aries needed to separate from the Capricorn, or the Capricorn needed to separate from the Aries in order to break generational curses, to break the codependency on a relationship, or what am I hearing, like a title, to have to be like title wifey or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, in order for them to feel worthwhile, right? There's a reconciliation. One or both of them could be creative individuals. They could have been friends too. Could have been friends where the other person had lots of options, or they both did, and they went in separate directions. But there's a journey here about breaking generational curses, so that's why they're here. One or both of them is here for that. Making a choice. Instead of making a choice, maybe somebody didn't, or they chose somebody else. They were undecided about the connection, but they need you, right? They lost everything because of this lack of trust. They lost you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, their life went into a different direction. But they want a rebirth, or there is in the cards a rebirth of this connection, sort of like a future, not prediction, but it was never meant to stay at the time. It was meant to be a lesson at that moment and then a future blessing. Right? Yeah. Where they would have a home together or a life together. All right, any other information about this future connection? Maybe this person, one or the other, is learning that they lost everything when they lost that person. Right? Maybe their life took a nosedive when they were with that person. Their life was better, and they're realizing through separation, through time, that the happiest moments or the happiest times they had, or when they were prospering, was when they were with this person. One or the other could have a certain amount of what they call in 3D terms luck, prosperity attached to them, and the other was basking in that. But when that person walked away from them, everything changed for that person. I never thought you'd walk away, is what one of them is saying. Be more into that, spirit. Why did they walk away? Scared of being rejected. Okay, so there's the scared of being rejected, undecided, lots of options. So instead of choosing this person, they walked away. Maybe they had a reputation of a bad boy or bad girl is here. And there was something about this person that brought out a softer side to them. Other people might have commented about that, and it pulled them away from this person. But they're constantly craving this person. No one came as close to me. And that maybe triggered them, right? If they had this reputation of a bad boy, bad girl, they had all these options. They didn't want to single out a person or make them feel special, right? Because then other people would notice too. They're holding on to the past, so they never let go of this person. I feel like the other person walked away and it ended the connection because obviously, right, it's a futuristic thing, so something happened here. They make you or them make you nervous, anxious. But there's ancestral protection. They hold you in high honor. But there was red flags here, and maybe you or the other person recognized there was a toxicity there or a strong hold, right? And they didn't want to be held like that, 1001, to a person, almost like a control thing. Like it scared them that they needed this person. And so they went back to same old as far as like the chase of other people, the excitement of other things, and tried to forget how they felt about this special person. And maybe this person, you, right, felt rejected and walked away completely and ended it. But they're manifesting you. They want you, says, please forgive me. There's a spiritual connection, so you could be feeling this person in the 5D, right? At night, sleepless nights. There's an emotional bond. But here there's addictions. Addictions can mean more than just drugs. It can mean codependencies, ties that bind a person, whether it's financial, right, sexual, that type of thing. This person's addicted to you and the feelings, 1111, that they had for you. And they can't walk away anymore. Right? It keeps them up at night. Keeps them thinking about you. Because they realize it was more than just sex or friendship. Maybe they compartmentalized the connection and just said, this is what they're going to be. I'm not going to, because I think I'm not going to chase this person, have sex with this person, use this person, and then it's going to end. I'm going to inevitably like hurt this person. I don't think they wanted to hurt you. I think maybe that's why they stayed away from you, because they realized that it could end like that, where they broke your heart, and they did that to other people. But they held you in high honor, so they didn't want to do that to you. So they felt like the best situation for them was to walk away from you or separate themselves from you 12 on the clock, because they wanted in the end for you to respect them too and not think of them or look at them like a jerk. That's what I'm getting. 12:21 on the clock here. But you felt rejected anyways and left the situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It feels like there's distance, losses that you both took. And it's like, I feel like there's an ending to this though. 10 is completion though. I think you were really friends. Cards are saying that. But there was other people, unsuspecting enemies, that were also part of this. 10 of Spades, which is in the cards, I believe it's fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. 4 of Diamonds, Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Reiterating Capricorn and fire sign, Aries. But 3 of Hearts, emotions, but also Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. It represents happiness, popularity. There is happiness here. And then there's the Queen of Spades, which is fire sign, right? There's somebody that's looking at you with love and longing, and it's confirmation of that. They're looking at you and they can't forget you, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Regardless of what they did, 1414, I say, the clock. They wanted to forget you. They wanted to walk away from you. They felt like this was too intense, right? It was triggering their protective instincts. They held you in high honor, and other people noticed it, right? There's enemies here that didn't want this connection. Hidden enemies, possibly friends of one or both of you. And they tried to separate the situation by probably pointing out, why are you treating this person differently than you treat other people? And that kind of put the person like their, what is it called? Like when a cat has the hairs on the ends sticking out, right? put them on their notice, right? Gave them pause. Other people are noticing, and I feel like for this person, other people's opinions were like, important. Other people's opinions mattered to this person. Maybe too much. Spirit, give me a few more cards before we end it. They needed to learn that lesson too. Yep. Here it goes. Two of air. And air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, indecision and avoidance. They were confused about the connection. It was like two roads to take or two paths to take. Queen of Earth. You could be a very capable, gracious person, or they chose a person they thought. Because it was in the reverse. It was a distorted queen that isn't generous, that's selfish, that's impractical. They chose that person instead. The King of Air. They became somebody that wasn't respected. Or somebody that wasn't respected. These two people, the King of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Queen of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the reverse. These are two distorted people. These two people could be the ones that stood in the way of the connection. It's the first two cards that came out in the tarot in the reverse. On top of the cards that already were there, there's hidden enemies. It could be a couple. Yeah, it could be a couple. The world is here, though. Celebrations, completions, accomplishments. Things happened for a reason. At the time, there was lessons to be learned. Right? Because it was never meant to be, at the time, a connection that lasted. This is a futuristic reading. This is blessings that happen in the future. But lessons in the interim of the separation had to be learned. Eight of Fire. There's activity and movement, though. Whether you see the growth of the two of you or not, other people do, but it's really what needed to happen in order to break generational curses for one or both of you. Codependencies, listening to the opinions of others, not going inward with intuition. Certain lessons in this lifetime that probably repeat itself repetitively in other lifetimes is happening here so that you can grow and not repeat these same lessons in the future. Might not understand why things end or because you were friends, right? But things were, red flags were there. And I believe it had a lot to do with going with sexual versus actual feelings for the person, 1818, trying to separate the two and minimize, is what I'm hearing, what that person meant. And then allowing other people to embarrass or make you feel like you needed to leave the situation, like control you, and you allowed that control. Six of Earth, generosity, charity, a windfall. So money could be being made or had by one or both of you, so there's prosperity. Somebody's working on their finances. Somebody wants to be charitable to either you or the other person, right? There's a lot of regret here. Five of Water, disappointments. They're looking for forgiveness, double confirmation of that. Six of Air, somebody moved on. Somebody moved on, but then it was in reverse. It's somebody lost hope in this connection or is losing hope in life and they can't move on from this connection and they're wondering why. Yep, there's abundance and opportunities. Ace of Earth is here. And there's an awakening, right? An awakening, an epiphany, an understanding of the fact that this connection is not going to be like any other connection. And this person, you or the other person, is not like any other person you've ever dealt with. This is more than just friendship. This is love. This is a true bond, a true connection, not something that you can just dismiss or put in a corner and forget about. You're never going to forget about this person, right? 9 of Earth. Somebody's very independent. And maybe that changed from the codependent ways, right? Healing generational curses from the past, 2020 on the clock. Something they needed to learn in this lifetime. There's freedom. Independence Day, baby. What is that song? I know I go to songs, too bad. What is this? Oh my God, is it Martha? Maybe. It's a country song. Martina McBride. Yeah. But it was a sad song about a person who was abused. But maybe this could be the same thing, right? What is it? It's Independence Day from Martina McBride. You got to listen to it. She is such a good singer. That girl can belt it out. Let freedom ring. Let the white bell sing. No, I can't remember the song. Let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. I love that song. Let freedom ring, let the white bell sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of a reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Oh my God. Well, know that today, Independence Day. Oh my God. Yeah, she sings that song. Oh my word. It's like, yeah, amen, baby. Amen. Independence Day. That's a good song. But it was about abuse. And finally, the woman couldn't take much more. And maybe that could be one or the other. Maybe you were abused. Maybe you had a relationship that was abusive. And then you broke away from that. Maybe there was triggers in this connection that reminded you that you could allow another person to control you just like that person that was abusing you. And you decided to move away from that situation, whoever it is I'm talking to. Right? Of course, you're not going to burn down the house with you and the person in it like the song, Independence Day. But you were going to break away. And maybe you had to break away from this person. Otherwise, you would have been controlled by this person. See, at the time, you needed both of you to learn lessons. One, not to be so controlling. The other one, not to be so dependent. There you go. That's it. Oh my goodness, this is such a good reading. But there's a future blessing for the two of you. Okay, just so you know, this was never meant to be the here and the now. This was a future blessing that the two of you would learn your lessons and union. If the two of you are in a place to do that, or you both want that, right? Because it takes two to tango, baby. 23. All right, one card, Spirit. So we can end it on a happy note. Oh, I want to sing that song again. I love that song. Independence Day. Throw that stone away. It's Independence Day. Yeah. You're being watched by loving eyes. Amen, baby. What if you're actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, share a few smiles, and help others discover they too are awesome? Just saying. The universe. P.S. Up for a joust? Of course, with rubber thingies. So maybe you are an ancient gladiator, or an earth angel, as they call it, right? 24 on the clock. You're here to bring love and joy and light to the earth. Make people smile. Maybe you have a sense of humor that people can't help but laugh, right? They wait for the punchline. Other people are watching you, loving you. This person's loving you from a distance. Ooh, yeah, baby. And it says here, you are adored, one of the other ones. I love it. I love it. There's no one more lovable nor loved than you. Oh my God, I love that one. But things are not as they appear. You could have thought this was dead in the water. You both could have. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze the universe. So what does it say? My love don't cost a thing. Yeah. But there is this loving energy that the both of you entail when you're together. And people see that. And it's free. Right? But it can trigger people. 25 on the clock. Just so you know. I said this before in a reading. Maybe you haven't heard it. But I used to have a friend that said, be careful that people don't see your happiness because they'll want it for yourselves. These two distorted king and queen, the couple, could have saw the happiness that they don't share with each other. And they saw it in the two of you and were jealous. And they tried to destroy it. Give in bad advice, wrong opinions. It happens. 25:52 on the clock. But you need to learn that your happiness is not attached to other people's opinions. It's your happiness. Right? Your future, your blessings. Nobody else's. Don't let anybody take away your future blessings. Thank you for joining me. Empress Aries 888. Please like, subscribe, and join my tribe, babies. Because I would love to have you. Until next time. Be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.